Just like us, dogs have a wide range of different behaviors, from ones we love, like rolling over for belly rubs, to ones we maybe don't like as much, such as jumping up on our guests or chewing on our furniture. Other times, we can't get them to do things that are good for them, like brushing their teeth or trimming their nails. Now, these behaviors are normal, but we don't necessarily want them to happen. So in this video, we're going to learn management techniques in the form of preventative techniques, alternate behavior training, and misinterpretation correction. These techniques will help you and your pup navigate some unwanted behaviors. First, let's start off with some important vocabulary. Reinforcers are anything your dog will work for. It can be anything from treats to attention and even car rides. According to the publication made by Central Connecticut State University, the reward method of training is a more dog-centric approach to behavior modification that values companionship over dominance. Intermittent reinforcement, rewarding a behavior only sometimes instead of every time it occurs. This can cause confusion for your dog. Dominance, the ability to get and defend a resource. That resource can be food, toys, or even owners. Attention seeking. These are behaviors that dogs do to get a response from us. Mental stimulation. Actions that we bring into our dog's life that increase learning and brain activity, such as food, puzzles, or chew toys. Physical stimulation. Actions that we do in our dog's life like that increase physical activity, such as walks or taking them to a dog park. Incorporating both mental and physical stimulation into your dog's life can help them with a lot of different behavioral issues. For example, this is my cousin's dog, Annie. Everyone loved Annie, but Annie loved to chew on the kitchen chairs. My aunt realized that Annie didn't have any hard chew toys like bully sticks. So, when she gave Annie some harder chew toys, she stopped chewing on the chairs. Last but not least is an extinction burst. An extinction burst is a sudden display of a behavior that was diminished after training. Okay, now that we have explained our dog's behavior vocabulary, let's move on to some management techniques for these unwanted behaviors. One of the most important aspects of training is consistency. Having consistent training interaction helps prevent confusion for the dog. Now, if you have more than one person interacting with your dog, make sure to keep the training the same between every person. For example, this is my dog Watson. He's about 8 months old and lives at home with my mom, dad, and sister. Now, my little sister lets Watson jump up on her when she gets home, but my mom doesn't. This makes Watson very confused when he gets reprimanded for jumping. So, if everyone in my house reprimanded Watson when he jumped up, he learned that he can't jump up on people. Now, let's talk about prevention. When it comes to having a new furry friend in your home, implementing these preventative tools can help you make a model citizen out of your pup. To prevent jumping on visitors, place the dog in another room when the doorbell rings. To prevent jumping up on you, throw a ball or treats away from you when you come home. If your dog likes to bark at passerby, like my dog Teddy there, restrict your dog's access to the window. Now, we can't just use preventative techniques, we have to train our dogs, so we can fade out these measures. So the next step is to train alternative behaviors. For example, if your dog races out the door every time you open it, teach him to sit before you open the door. Let's do another example using my dogs. This is Teddy. He's 1 year old and he's such a sweetheart. But when he was a puppy, he would jump at his food bowl before we could even set it down. So we trained him to sit and wait for his food. And he won't start eating until we say okay. This helps us so much now that he's 55 pounds and could totally knock us over. It's helpful to start training early. According to a research project done by Azabu University of Veterinary Science, puppies that attend a puppy class were less likely to have behavioral issues like fear of strangers or disobedience. Now let's talk about a super common problem, leash pulling. There are a few different ways to solve leash pulling, such as getting a front buckle harness. Another great technique is the pull and stop. This method is hard but extremely effective. Every time your dog pulls, stop walking and wait until they give you slack on the leash, then start walking again. This teaches your dog that when they pull, they don't go anywhere. The pull and stop method and a front buckle harness worked wonders on my dog Fritz. Now, we would do anything for our pups, even if it means fighting them just to brush their teeth. Most dogs have misinterpretation of nail trims or teeth brushing. So it's really important to change your dog's opinion on the procedure. This can be done through two main steps. Step 1 is pairing. Pairing nail trims with a high value reward, like chicken, makes your dog look forward to nail trims, since they know that's how they get chicken. Step 2 is have your dog sit or lay down for the procedure. This can help them feel more relaxed. It's also important to start desensitization when your dog is young. This can be done in a few different ways. For example, rubbing your finger across your dog's teeth and gums helps them become desensitized to teeth brushing. For nail trims, you can bring the clippers close to their paws and you can touch their nails one at a time with your fingers. Now, be consistent and persistent. These unwanted behaviors will go away in time. But don't forget to love your dog's dogginess. They are animals and they won't be perfect. But don't give up on them because they are totally worth it.